Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This beautiful creature here, I had to show you. This is Begonia Jurassic series Silver Swirl. Look at the size of these leaves. This is recovered. The condition that it came in the mail, because I got this in the mail, it was flopped over, couldn't hold its leaves up, was a little dry, but it really suffered in transit, and you can see there are some cuts in the leaves. You can see through them. See that there? A lot of these leaves have that. This is a newer leaf, it's in better condition. But now it has acclimated to my environment, and I added some wood chips to the top of the soil because it came in soil. I did not want to disturb it out of the soil because it was already struggling. So I added my mix of cactus soil with extra perlite and fir bark, just to keep it nice and aerated and so that it drains quickly and does not hold on to too much moisture. This leaf, as you can see, has dried up and curled up at the bottom. Looks like this is a newer leaf, I think. But I'm probably gonna cut this, propagate it. But anyway, really beautiful plant, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it does, because now that it has adjusted and acclimated and it is much happier than it was. The growth point here looks like there is a new leaf on its way. I'm very excited about that, but I just wanted to share this with you. It's almost like an escargot with the swirl, except the coloring is a chocolate, like a chocolate brown, almost maroon. Red comes through because on the underside there's always red. And it has this it looks like spray painted silver. I love it. And the veins on the inside, you can see they're like a brighter red. Once this grows some new leaves, that'll look healthier. I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys. I'm going to keep this one in soil because what I do with this mix is I let it dry out completely so the plant begins to wilt. I'm not gonna have this thing wilt like it did when I first got it. It was like, I was afraid. I thought, am I gonna have to cut all these leaves off and propagate them, because I don't know if this plant is gonna make it. But in a couple of weeks, it has bounced back, and I've only been watering when the medium gets mostly dry, not completely dry, because I don't want this to suffer in any way. I think this is such a beautiful plant. And it wasn't labeled, it was a no ID, but when I did my research, that's what it is, Jurassic series. Such a beautiful plant. I just love this. But yeah, so again, if you would like to use a similar potting medium like what I use for these guys, anytime I have Rex begonias that come in and they're in soil and I don't want to transfer them to, let's say, the acrylic medium, I've done it, but sometimes depending on the state of the plant when you get it, it may be already too compromised to adjust to such a huge change. So I take, I don't want to say 1/3. I take a pot full, let's say, of cactus succulent mix. I mix in almost half, the same amount, almost 50-50 with perlite, and then just a couple of handfuls, maybe even just one handful if it's a pot, of the fir bark. So it's really like, let me see, how do I do this in percentages? It's like 40, 20, let's say, right? 40% soil, 40% perlite, and then 20% the fir bark. And it seems to work really well. It does not stay wet for too long, the soil, and it dries out quickly. And as long as you water these guys when they start to, even if before they start wilting, if you feel the leaves and they feel kind of soft, usually they're nice and firm. If they feel kind of soft, you're like, okay, it's time. They prefer that. These Rex begonias, if you have them in soil, they prefer to have that drying out. And everybody always says it makes for a healthier root stock when you do that. So that's what I've been doing with my mix, and it works great. So just such a beautiful plant. Look at the leaves on the back side, even the back, even the underside. Just this beautiful deep maroon. And you can even see the silver from this side. It looks greenish, like a mint green, but I just love this plant. I cannot wait for it to really go nuts. I don't even have this under lights yet. I'm gonna put it under lights soon. I don't know where I'm gonna put it because it's kind of tall for my setup and I don't have a lot of room. But definitely bright light or LEDs. Bright indirect sunlight or LED grow lights is what I would use. And just so beautiful. So again, this is the Rex Begonia Jurassic Series Silver Swirl, and I have it in a mix of cactus soil with perlite and fir bark. If you have any questions about how I grow my Rex Begonias in soil, aside from anything I mentioned here, just reach out as usual. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell if you want to be notified. And I will see you in the next video.